Hi guys! So, andito lang ako sa bahay ngayon since lockdown. Gusto ko kayong imbitahan sa aking gagawing reaction sa isang video na may kinalaman sa pagpaparami ng paminta o yung tinatawag na black pepper. So guys, welcome ulit sa aking channel. Halika kayo at ating reviewin, panoorin itong magandang video na pwedeng makatulong sa sino man na gustong magparami ng tinatawag na paminta or black pepper sa pamamagitan ng paggamit ng kanyang bahagi ng katawan. Kasi dalawang klaseng planting materials ang ginagamit ko pagka ako nagpo-propagate. So, isang tinatawag na runners, which is yung mga shoots na gumagapang sa lupa, mahabang mga internodes. Pero dito, sa makikita nating i-react nating video, ang gagamitin ay yung vertical shoots or yung tinatawag nating fruiting stem na nagkakaproduce ng adventitious roots. So, ang mga gagamitin ay yung Coco pit o yung magaspang na kwerdas, and since ang propagation technique ay papagapangin natin, gagamit ng metal, pwede natin sabing metal net or metal screen na may center post. Okay, halika kayo at panoorin natin.
Common method to produce black pepper cuttings. Black pepper, the king of spices, is one of the oldest and the most popular spice in the world.
This perennial vine is mostly grown for its berries, which are extensively used as spice and medicine. Generally, stem cuttings are used for its propagation.
Although many improved pepper lines have been evolved, insufficiency of quality planting materials and incidence of soil.
So, napakaganda. So, yung gagamiting planting materials ay yung tinatawag nating vertical shoots. So, dalawang klase yung mga parts ng black pepper, no? Gusto ko lang i-emphasize sa inyo. Yung tinatawag nating, as I mentioned before, runners, and yung tinatawag nating vertical shoots, at saka yung laterals. Pag sinabing laterals, yun yung hindi natin pwedeng bubuhayin kasi busi ang halaman lang natin. Wala silang tendency para umakyat. Okay?
Soil-borne diseases are leading problems confronting the growth and development of pepper. The earlier methods enable making only single or double node cuttings and do not provide top shoot or lateral shoot.
So, isa pang magandang paraan, kung talagang production ang kailangan natin, kaya lang malaki ang inputs, may budget ka dapat, magtatayo ka ng parang cubicle na may light controlled roofs, pwedeng net. Ang black pepper kasi ay hindi natin siya pwedeng sabing sun-loving plant, no? Dapat at least mga 75% na may sunlight, yun ang kailangan niya. So, ito naman ating gagawin ay para sa propagation muna. Tuloy lang natin.
Column method is a novel, 3-in-1 method for large-scale production of quality planting materials of black pepper, including top shoots, lateral shoots, and normal single-node cuttings.
This technique utilizes soil-free medium, ensuring the production of healthy and
So, in addition to that, kailangan may prepare tayo mga materyales, no? So, kasi ang topic natin sa una ay yung propagation. So later, darating din naman tayo sa flowering and fruiting technique. So ito, ang ginamit na media or medium ay Coco pit or Coco cuerdas. Pero siyempre, gagamitan din natin sila ng mga growing support, rooting hormones, other fertilizers, and sa nakita ko, maganda, no? Maganda yung technique. So, hindi mo na siya kailangan pakitin muna sa puno kasi nga may mga paikot siyang cuerdas.
Pathogen-free cuttings within a short period of time. Vines from these cuttings give better growth and earlier flowering, which enable the plants to be more productive.
Pwedeng gamitin
The technique involves growing the rooted
Talagang
cuttings on a welded
mass
vertical wire
production.
mesh column of about 2 meters height and 30 centimeters diameter. The column is packed with partially decomposed coir pith and vermic.
So, napakagandang technique. Isang column na i-encircle yung metal screen, no? Pero meron siyang center post as holder. Naka-bilog siya ng at least mga 8 inches or let's say mga 6 inches diameter. O kayang 8 inches para malaki-laki. Then yung mga seedlings na pagkakapangin natin ay nandun lang sila sa base as in naka-polybags pa din. So magandang technique. No? So gagamitin natin siya ng at least mga 2 meters. Pero ang umpisa niya 1 meter muna na mababa para madaling ilagay yung media sa loob. So habang tumataas yung cuttings, yun ang mga techniques na maganda, no? Habang tumataas, nagdadagdag ka ng screen, ayun, lalagyan muli ng media.
Compost in 3:1 ratio and enriched with trichoderma, or plant growth promoting rhizobacteria.
8 to 10 uniform polybag cuttings of black pepper kept around each vertical column are then allowed to trail on a column.
The columns with black pepper cuttings are maintained in high-tech polyhouse with controlled temperature and humidity.
As and when the cuttings grow,
Okay? So, ang black pepper kasi may required light intensity, then humidity, no? Kaya meron tayong screen house or something na pwede makakontrol ng init. And of course, watering is not so frequent, pwedeng every other day habang nagko-continuous yung climbing ng ating mga seedlings.
medium is filled in the column.
Nodes are firmly fixed along the column by means of coconut leaf splinters. This allows the roots at each node penetrate through the medium in the column and develop as functional root.
Once the vines have reached the height of the column, top shoots with 5 nodes are harvested and kept on pull trays for further development.
Cuttings from lateral branches are used for healthy bush pepper production. Remaining nodes are separated as single nodes and planted in trays for raising normal cuttings.
Okay? So, inumpisahan lang yung seedling production dun sa uniform 1 foot height. No? Tapos, pagagapayan dun sa ating vertical column, then igagayad lang sila ng, naglalaman at least mga 6 na seedlings per column. No? Tapos igagayad habang tumataas, pag naka 3 nodes, napakagandang gawing guide ito. No? Pag naka 3 to 4 nodes, kiklip siya ng mid-rib ng coconut. Ganyan, nakaklip, tusok-tusok, hanggang sa ma-reach niya yung 1 meter. Pag naka 1 meter, magdadagdag ka na naman ng panibago. Okay, so tutuloy natin.
This highly productive method can yield about 30 to 40 top shoots, 50 to 60 lateral shoots and 250 to 300 normal shoots from a single column in about 1 year with 3 harvests.
These normal cuttings are suitable for planting as intercropping coffee and tea plantations, since the cuttings are capable of developing lateral branches after a height of 2 meters. For pure plantations, the productive shoots must start from the base, and hence top shoots are ideal for this.
Also, the top shoots when planted bear spikes within the year as against 2 to 3 years in conventional method.
The vertical method ensures the production of top shoots as well as lateral shoots as addition compared to horizontal methods.
This method has the power to meet the bush pepper planting material and top shoot requirements of farmer.
So, ang ating napagmasdan, pwede rin siyang paabutin hanggang mga 2 meters bago siya kunan ng planting materials. Pero kung mass propagation purpose, at least sa 1 meter, pwede kang gumamit ng nodal. Single nodes ang ikakat natin kasi sigurado naman siya mayroong adventitious roots. So, siguradong buhay na siya, no? So, pag sinabing mass propagation, single nodes, pwedeng ikat hanggang makarating ka dun sa top. Yung tinatawag nating vertical top, no? O yung terminal niya, at least mga 3 to 4 nodes na yun. So, madali naman sila mag-produce ng laterals. So, ang susunod na gagamiting materials para sa establishment, kailangan may nakaprepare kang at least black polybags, or pag medyo high-tech, meron namang nagagamit tayong mga seedling trays with matching yung ating media. Lagyan natin ng trichoderma para madaling ma-decompose yung media natin, madaling maka-absorb ng tubig. So yun, ipapat natin. Pag naka-ready na yung mga potting materials, magkakat na tayo ng rooted cuttings. Ikakat, tapos hilahin, ipupull out natin dun sa column post. Siguradong buhay na buhay, yan ang ilulubog natin. Okay, so susunod na nating episode ay yung intensifying black pepper productivity. So done na tayo dun sa seedling propagation, no? Ito na yung ating i-review or i-react kung paano na siyang palakihin. Okay guys, napanood ninyo yung unang episode natin sa black pepper propagation. As I mentioned a while ago, so yun muna at na-share ko sa inyo, no, kung paano mag-propagate, yung mga materials na ginamit. So sana nagustuhan ninyo. Then till next videos, patuloy po sana ninyong panoorin ang aking mga videos. Then like, subscribe, and share, leave comments. Huwag niyong kalilimutang i-ring ang bell para manatili kayong naka-notify sa aking mga susunod pang mga videos. Good day guys!
Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell!